Hi everyone, I'm Gwen from Nile. Today we're really excited to announce that Nile is shipping Nile Auth, a comprehensive open source authentication specifically designed for B2B applications. Let's talk about B2B applications and why we had to design authentication specifically for them. B2B application has tenants, those are the customers, it has users, and it has the data. These things are all in your database and they're all interrelated. Tenants have users, tenants have data, users get access to the data. We like having them in a relational database because they're all related. Now, how does authentication actually work in this situation? First of all, a user talks to the app, authenticates themselves. This is the login. It sends some kind of proof that this user is really who they say they are. The application validates the proof against the database or Google and sends back a secure cookie that has either a session identifier or a JWT token. So the next time a user wants to get some data from the application, let's say list all the projects, it sends the request with the cookie. The application gets the request and the cookie, translates it into a database query. And then it sends the query to the database under its own identity. So the database does not know who is the user making the query. All it gets is a query. The database cannot enforce any kind of access control. This is up to the application. Even though the database has all the information about users and tenants and who is related to who and what data belongs to whom, all of that is in the database. But what makes the decisions is the application. Does this sound crazy? It definitely sounded a bit crazy to us, and we thought that we can do better. The most important thing about Nile Auth is that we designed it from scratch for multi-tenant applications, also known as B2B, also known as SaaS applications, and it all starts with the database layer. Nile Auth is built on top of Nile Postgres. Nile Postgres provides tenant awareness, tenant isolation, a lot of security features specifically for multi-tenant applications. On top of that, we added a dashboard so you can manage your tenants and your users. UI components and APIs, so you can switch between tenants, you can create new tenants, all those things with just a line of code. And even the ability to manage authentication for every tenant individually, rather than just on the application level as a whole. We really believe in Nile that your auth data is in the database, so we store it exactly where it belongs. This starts with tenants and users and all the authentication information like credentials, sessions, auth configuration, and even things like email templates, because the user is going to want to reset their password. You need email templates for that. All of this is stored in your database, so you have full control. Because Nile mostly sells databases, it allows us to give authentication for literally free. If you look at our pricing, you'll see that at every pricing tier, including our free tier, you can have unlimited users, unlimited tenants, unlimited monthly active users, as many of that as you want. So if you want to, for fun, you can create 250,000 users and see that indeed you can have 250,000 users all for free. Auth libraries really have to be comprehensive in terms of features. No one wants to be in a position where they need to integrate multiple auth solutions. This is difficult and can create security issues. We included all the features you need to manage users and tenants, support for all the popular frameworks, front-end, back-end, full stack, all the security fundamentals that you care about as a web developer, and of course, a large variety of social providers. We give you options. You can run the authentication service yourself, or you can let us manage it and simply use it. Both give you unlimited users, unlimited tenants, and a similar level of flexibility. And of course, it is open source. If you run it yourself, you can modify it for your needs. Although if you have anything you need and is not there, let us know. And last but not least, we believe that easy should mean beautiful by default. So we included a lot of UI components for B2B applications, user profiles, sign up, sign in. All of them are drop-in components, reset passwords, and of course, a lot of social options. And all of this, you drop it into your application with just few lines of code. And if you don't like our design, no worries. It is all customizable with, if you know CSS, you can make it look the way you like it. Ready to start building? In this case, please sign up to Nile. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to start building authentication into your application. Happy hacking. I hope you enjoy Nile Auth. And if you build something cool, let us know.